I run the number one car rental business in Maryland, but is it really worth it? Today, I'm going to show you how much money these cheap economy cars make, the cost of running a real car rental business, how to set up operations, how to buy cheap cars, how to run the business without the apps, and at the end, I will show you how to make money in this business without Turo. Welcome to my channel. My name is Alex. I run the number one car rental business in Maryland with over 15 cars in our fleet and growing every single day. A lot of people have been trying to get into the car rental industry, so I figured I may as well give y'all some sauce, So I'm excited to get right into it. There's gonna be a lot of information. I'm gonna debunk a lot of the stuff out there from a real operator. I do this shit every single day. This is my livelihood. This is what I do. This is my bread and butter. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now. So if y'all are here for the information, you're in the right place. No holding back here. All right, so let's get right into it. How much money do these cheap economy cars really make? Well, a lot of people out there, they renting their cars daily. Most people put their economy cars on Turo, $50 a day, $60 a day, right? So if you do some basic math, $50 a day is about $350 a week. If you get 30 out of 30 days, you're looking at $1,400 for an economy car. I don't know about you. I don't know any other business where you can cash flow even if you take your expenses out, right? Let's say the car is owned outright. You take your expenses out. You're cash flowing anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400 a month. If your expenses are $200 a month, if it's that, you're cash flowing $1,200. Boom, right off the bat, easy. Some months you don't even have any. You don't have any maintenance. Boom, $1,400 pocket. Okay, let's say you subtract your insurance, $200. Okay, maintenance and insurance $200. You still have $1,000 per car going in your pocket. Off of a car you can buy for $5,000. That is crazy. That's why I like this business. That's why I'm in it. So when it comes to how much money you can make in the economy car space, it's all down to how many cars can you get, right? How many cars can you buy? And the more cars you can buy, the more you can make, the more you can cash flow. With over 15 cars in the fleet, we're doing anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 every single month, right? And that's amazing. That's amazing cash flow. The real cost of running the business, right? So when you're running an actual business, if you're doing this just as a side hustle, you're just trying to make money here and there, then you won't have the business cost. I run it as an actual business. So I have employees. I got 2 employees for 2 virtual assistants that I pay from the Philippines. We pay them about $3 an hour. One's part-time, one's full-time, right? That comes out to about $600 a month in employee expenses. They do everything over the phone. They do the social media. They handle all the reservation requests, setting up the rentals, and I just handle getting the cars ready. Buying the cars, getting them ready, putting them on the lot, and then we do our remote pickup and drop-offs. So that's one expense. You're looking at virtual assistants if you have employees, if you have runners. Some people have runners. So you want someone who can go do the pickups and the deliveries for you, who can take the cars to the mechanic shops in person. That's going to cost you a little bit more, right? I don't do that yet. I do that myself day to day. So I just have my virtual assistants. Then you have your software, your tech stack. So you have your payment processors that you pay. I have a few of them. I use Stripe, Deposit. Some people do Cash App. For me, I don't think Cash App is okay at the start, but if you're building a real business out of it, you want to make it as professional as possible. So you have that, and then you have your rental software. You have things like Go High Level, Fleet Finesse, whichever one you prefer, whichever softwares you prefer to use. But if you're running it like a real operations, you're gonna have real operational cost, right? And then obviously you have your maintenance and then your repairs if something happens to the cars. So really, that's all the operational costs. Now, how do you set up your operation? Setting up your operation is completely up to you on how you want to run the business. If you're looking to run it as an actual business, then you have to set up with payment processors, rental softwares. You have to set up employees and all of that. You can do that as you go. If you're looking for a side hustle, then you have the apps. You have Turo. You have places like that. Hire Car just went out of business. Turo is not looking too good. So for y'all that are running this as a side hustle, well, very soon that side hustle is going to disappear. That's all I'm going to say. Now, how do you buy these cars? How do you buy these cheap cars? Many places. I've used Car Gurus. Car Gurus is a great site to find these third-party dealer lots. You go there and make sure you get the cars inspected. You can take your mechanic with you. Make sure there's no issues. I've made that mistake more than a few times. Trust me. So if you're a risk taker like me, you're gonna make that mistake. But don't make it too many times because you're gonna go out of business if all your cars are crashing out or the engines are dying, transmission issues, like that's gonna kill you. Yeah, and then you also have Facebook Marketplace, right? You have Facebook Marketplace. Everybody knows Facebook Marketplace. If you want to take more risk, big risk like me, man, big man, right? You want to be the big man. You want to take big risk. You can do Facebook Marketplace. Make sure you're test driving the cars. Make sure they have the title. Make sure you're not getting fleeced. You can find cars easily for $5,000. The types of cars that you want to find are economy cars. I stick to sedans. Some people do economy SUVs. Some people do the smaller size. I do the full size sedan. Some people do smaller size sedan. It don't matter. Whichever one you want to do, you make sure that you get the cars that you want. You can find them. That's the most important thing. And then you have auctions, right? You have public auctions. Public auctions are great. I just got a car off public auction for like $3,800. You need a little bit of work. You put a little bit of work in it. Boom, car is out. You can make your money back legit in 2-3 months. And then you go do it again. So that's the game. That's buying the cars cheap. Man, that's the way you do it. And then how to run it without the apps, man. So it's vital. If you're looking to build this out, if you're looking to get outside of just making it a side hustle, 1 or 2 cars, you have to run it without Turo. Because like I said, Turo can go out of business at any time. Turo was supposed to IPO a couple months ago, but they backtracked. They backturned. The revenue is not looking as good. There's too many claims. So this says that in the future, there could be problems with Turo. So you don't want to be stuck holding the bag with 10 plus cars, heavily relying on Turo. Because if Turo goes, you're done. You're finished. So the way you run this as a real business without Turo is by setting up your marketing. You start there. Many people don't understand that the most important part of any business is money in. Everything else you can figure out as you go. How can I get customers? How can I get leads? The beautiful thing about the car rental business, man, the economy side, man, you don't need to run ads ever. I've run ads maybe 3 days since I started. 3 to 4 days since I started. 3 years in the industry, I've run ads for 3 to 4 days just to test how it is. Like that was really all. I don't have enough information on running ads. I haven't ran it long enough to know what the hell it is about. At scale, maybe you want to run ads, but man, I'm telling you, I have leads every single day. I have people blowing up my bro. I never have enough cars. You don't understand. I can take this. I anticipate I can take it to 50 cars without running any ads ever. That's the beautiful part. And in any other industry, you're spending thousands of dollars in ads, man. In this industry, there's none of that. All you gotta do is set up your Instagram, make some reels, get out, put yourself out there. Hey, make some reels. We're a car rental company. This is what we do. Set up Facebook Marketplace. Pull all your leads to either a landing page or to your Instagram. Capture the information. You capture the information. Facebook Marketplace, Instagram Reels. Pull them. I prefer to pull them to a landing page or have them call a phone number. You capture the information. Now you have a customer. You have a lead you can follow up with, man. You can put them in your lead process and you can follow up and you can start making some money. That's 1. 2, then you want to have your systems, the back-end system, the automation. You want to have websites. You want to have be able to send rental agreements remotely so that you don't have to have them sign in person on everything. You want to be able to do the verification. You want to do all of that good stuff, that nitty-gritty stuff, right? And And that's how you run a real bit. That's how you get off the apps. Because once you're off the app, you're on your own. You got to get your own customer. You got to do the background check on the customer. You got to do the driving license check. You got to do all of that on your own. But all the money comes into your pocket. You don't have to split nothing with Turo. I mentioned $350 a week earlier. Imagine $1,400 a month, every single month, coming into your pocket for a car you paid $5,000 for. That is the beauty of this business. Like I said, that's what I'm going to touch on. This is surface level stuff. If you have any specific questions, leave it in the comments. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting videos like this every single day. We'll be going live once a week. I'm looking forward to speaking with y'all. I'm looking forward to helping y'all start your businesses. I'm Alex. Man, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's fucking go.